Hi there everyone and welcome to my channel. It is Karen here with you today. Today I'm going to share with you a quick page that I have made in my small dilutions journal. So I'm starting off by putting some gesso onto my page, and when that's dry, which obviously didn't take very long, I've grabbed out some Art by Marlene stencils. And I've got some of Dina Wakley's new gloss sprays. So the first colour that I just used there was Rouge, which is really quite pretty. So I'm just going to get that dry before I add in some of my next colour, which is Blackberry, which is another newish colour. And the pale blue one is Sky. And that's a little bit of lemon. So I think that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to get that nice and dry. Now I've also got this piece of Art by Marlene rice paper that, I've been holding on to. And I thought that I would use her in my page today. But when I ripped her out, it was like, I think I want some of that greenery that was around her face. So I'm just ripping off a couple of other little bits so that I can glue them back on. I should have just left them there. But anyway, nothing like making life difficult. So I'm just going to try and match up these patterns as best as I can. A little bit tricky with that bottom flower. And I'm a bit off with that leaf there on the right hand side. But anyway, it looks cool. So once I've got that dry, I'm just going to add in a little bit of gesso around the edges, just here and there, just to help brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so once that's dry, I've got some of Art by Marlene die cut bits here that I've pulled out of one of my books. So there's a bird, a butterfly, a leaf and a little dot for the center of the flower, which is right at the very top. And then I decided that I wanted some extra flowers, so I've pulled some of those out as well. So I'm just gluing them in just with a little bit of art glitter glue. Nothing fancy about that. I'm not going to put anything over the top of them or anything like that either. So I'm just going to continue on drawing that flower up the top there, but it didn't quite work out. I really should have sprayed it first and then did the black writing, which you'll see in a minute because it also kind of goes everywhere. But in the meantime, I'm just adding in a few little squiggly lines with my Life of Colour paint pens. There you can see me mopping up that flower because it didn't work out. So I've just added some more of the Sky gloss spray to the top of that. So while that is drying, I've got out my Stabilo All pencil here, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a shadow around some of my die cuts here and around my girl, the bird, and some of the flowers, just to help pop them out from the background a little bit. So I'm only putting my shadow onto one side of my image today instead of all the way around. So she's kind of got the sun coming from her left hand side. So once I get that dry, I've got another Life of Colour pen there that I'm just going to roughly draw the flower up the top, and when that paint pen dries, I'll be able to finish it off. But in the meantime, I'm sticking on my sentiment, which is my favourite colour is rainbow, which it is, like all colours, but in particular pink. I really like pink. Anyway, so I'm just doing a little bit of more doodling around with my Life of Colour pens, putting a bit of an edge around my page, getting my black pen to work so I can add a little bit of that as well. Dry that off so I can do some scribbly writing. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it. That's my page. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was quite a quick one. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have felt inspired. And get creative. And until next time, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye.